Step right up, Outlander, and look over my collection of scrolls.
AI voices in Morrowind. Are they good? Are they good? Do you know there's AI voices in Morrowind right now? What are the ethics of it? Is it okay? I don't know, but I'm going to share it with you anyway because it's making me feel excited, but also concerned about the future of technology and the future of Morrowind. Anyway, look at this.
Hurry this up, will you?
That one we know, but check this out.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring.
There's AI voices. There's AI voices for Morrowind. All this text. I'm not gonna say voice acted because you can tell it's AI, right? You can tell it's rather flat, but I mean, for maybe accessibility reasons, that's actually really good. Like people who have difficulty reading, you know, if you're dyslexic, for example, or just have vision issues, this could be huge for people who could not play Morrowind before.
I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
I don't really know what to think of it. It's impressive, it's scary, and also I'm concerned about voice actors and you know, are they okay with this? The voice actor of Fargoth did not sign off on this. There's no permission for this. But
you found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Arrille, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
I mean, It gives a whole other feel to Morrowind. Like, look, we're just gonna go over to Arrille now, and I'm gonna listen to lines that we've read before, and it's gonna feel so different, like a very different experience.
Welcome to Arrille's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
Yes, please tell me about your most popular scrolls.
Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Almcivi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summons Skeletal Minion brings help in a jiffy. And Drathus's Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too-tough opponent down to size.
I mean, I've read these lines before, and I understood them before, but hearing them said out loud does make them sink in differently. Now, in terms of the quality of the voice acting, obviously, it's AI generated. You can tell it's AI generated. And it doesn't have any acting really at all. There's a couple intonations here and there. So it's rather flat. And I can feel that these voices would be immersion breaking for a lot of people who do read and who already have their own sort of voices in their head. You know, when you read a book, and you have those voices for the characters in your head, but then you watch the film and it's like, that's not how I imagined it at all, you know? How about you, Hrisskar?
You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold.
I mean, I tried doing these voices myself, you know, voice acting them myself in a special short film project I did a year or two ago. I'll link that below. But this, at least, if I were to do these voices again, I could use this as a reference?
That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally, I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for. Protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place.
Really? Okay. Okay, so there's not voice lines for everything. I think, in terms of, yeah, some things that include your character's name, I think they're not voiced. I don't think that capability is put in right now, because as far as I understand how this is done, is that the voices were created from the text and inserted essentially manually. There's a system with the plugin and the mod where they've generated each voice line individually and put it in one by one, right? So that anything with your name in it does not get said aloud. Eldafire?
I haven't seen your face before. Would you like a little advice? Or are you looking for someone in particular?
So it did skip the Argonian. Yeah, I haven't seen your face before. Okay. How about latest rumors? Okay, so there's no voice line. Little advice?
You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasata's cave? It's right over there near the Silt Strider port. Yet these guards, look at them, just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on here.
Right. So it's not every line, but also I do have some other mods installed. So for example, Rebirth or anything that adds new characters with new text lines, those will not be voiced. So I'm not sure if that line is actually from a mod or not. I've got other mods running. But Imperial Legion? Okay. No voice for guards? I think no voice for guards. Or maybe that guard is not... Maybe that guard's part of a mod as well. It's hard to tell. I've been playing modded Morrowind for so long, but basically if you play modded Morrowind, that's going to be our experience. Some characters have voice lines, some characters do not.
This is the seaport village of Seyda-Neen, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Siltstrider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride. Or if you're new to Seyda-Neen, I can help you with local services, or any specific place in Seyda-Neen you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look. Right.
How about travel to Balmora? We gotta talk to Caius Cosades. How does Caius Cosades say Hasphat Antabolis? Apparently, I say it very wrong, and it makes some people very upset at how I say Hasphat Antabolis. Also, any of you playing Morrowind, they always ask, oh, where is Caius? I can't find Caius in Balmora. He's over here. You just have to... Let's try find the directions to Caius. Someone in particular? Who... Southwall? Okay, so this character is probably part of Rebirth, so there's no voices. You typically could actually ask for directions to find Caius Cosades. So let's go down here, which is totally not the Thieves Guild. So Tild? No? No voices for you. Okay, so it's probably an ongoing project.
This better be important.
So not you. The old sugar tooth. Okay, so unfortunately we can't hear directions to Caius Cosades. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. But Caius Cosades must have voices, right? That should almost certainly. I mean, all the main quest stuff should have voices. That should be the priority with these projects.
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cosades? What are you talking about?
Okay, it does sound a little robotic.
So you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it.
Okay, so I think main quest stuff is all gonna be voiced.
Yes, very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the service, novice. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers.
Okay, how about my orders?
First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back, and I'll have orders for you.
Right. I forgot we had to level up.
Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Hasphat Antabolis at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine secret cult and the Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first. Probably an ugly favor. But do it. Then get the information from Antabolis and report back to me.
Oh, well, that's how he says it. Hasphat Antabolis.
By the way, Hasphat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education. And I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it.
That's my favorite part of Morrowind. It just encourages you to actually read and learn about the world. Hasphat. Alright, well, let's see how Hasphat sounds. Since I'm assuming all main quest characters will have the voices added in. By the way, the mod that does this has actually set up a system for other people to add more voices in for any new NPCs or missing NPCs or anything like that. So basically any mod maker could continue to add these. However, I should mention that there are, as I mentioned before, ethical issues with... I thought this guy wasn't wearing pants. Ethical issues with voice lines, so it's gonna be you know, some people are going to be okay with it, some people are not. Although I do fully understand, you know, AI voice work is very much not a replacement for voice actors. You can hear there's no acting going on in these voice lines. I'm more thinking of it from the accessibility standpoint where, you know, if you're dyslexic or you have trouble reading for any reason whatsoever, vision issues, anything, then this can actually make Morrowind accessible to you. You know, not every character is voiced, but I think you can actually play Morrowind without reading now? Well, you can't read your journal, but you can at least listen to all the characters talking.
Good day. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information? Of course, there's a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know.
Okay.
There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkenthand.
Oh, no.
I need you to
Okay.
run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want. That little cube.
That little cube. Very good. Let's the lovely characters in the Mages Guild. Do you have voices? Yes. Okay. Ranis doesn't have voices. How about you up here?
Step right up, Outlander, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldum Scorcher to burn your foes? Or Ondusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of vitality and vigor to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you'll want Almsivi Intervention or Divine Intervention to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine.
I don't know if that voice even sounds like her.
I thought I heard something.
It kind of does. Okay. How about a Hajit, which is here? Ajira? No voices for you? Okay, fine. So I don't know.
Clearly he was wrong, yet I do think he meant well.
That's an original voice actor. Okay, so a lot of these characters are missing voices.
I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. Ajira made a bet with Galbedir about who would get to the rank of journeyman first. I hope it doesn't end with more flame Atronachs in the guild library like last time.
Ah, okay. Well, I do want to find the Khajiit. Where's is this? Some of these stores are new from Rebirth. I think this is an original store.
Ravir knows why you are here. You want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric weapons.
Yes.
What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you are right, but Ravir is no liar. When you wish it, Ravir's fiend, demon, and devil weapons will be as sharp as fine Daedric and as light as a Netcher sack. The magic lasts a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armor. Ravir buys them direct from the Telvanni. You'll not find any cheaper in all Balmora.
Ah.
What? You say these are not Daedric weapons?
No, okay.
Ravir knows why you are here.
What can you
want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric... What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you are right, but
Okay, so there's some weirdness with that as well. I think the voice line only stops...
Khajiit has no words for you.
Apparently he's got lots of words for me.
Ravir knows
Hold on, let me let this run.
Here. You want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric weapons.
So if I click on any lines which don't have voices, I think? Yeah, it doesn't interrupt. So a lot of these have not been added in. Right? So not everything is all there. But I think all the key things are. So it really depends whether you want to, if you want to get this now, it depends on whether you're okay with some voices happening and some voices not. You know, some characters have partial voice lines, some have like no voice lines, but then some are fully voiced with the AI. So that's really, you know, dependent on what you want. And also if you have a lot of mods which add in a lot of characters, which I can't even tell which one of these are actually added in now. Like you, no voice lines, no. Like I don't know how many of these characters have been added in by Rebirth. I haven't actually like manually checked or counted. But yeah, you can see what it's like. It's like very impressive. And it's like a little like I don't know how to feel about it, but also like it's kind of cool. And then accessibility is also great. Also, I should mention that this only works with MGEXE, the Morrowind graphics extender. It does not work with OpenMW. It is sort of explained how the way OpenMW handles Lua files is not quite the same. So it is technically possible to put these voice lines into OpenMW, but you have to put each one in individually one by one. So it's a massive amount of work. And I don't think anyone's going to do that, especially when these voices are not finished. You'd have to go and do it again every time there's an update. So, although it's technically possible in OpenMW, it is not available for OpenMW, and I wouldn't expect it to be available for OpenMW. But if you're using still the MGE version of Morrowind, then this is an option for you. Let me know what you think of all of these voices. I'd love to know your opinions, your thoughts, your criticisms, anything. I didn't make this, but I would love to hear them anyway. Just in general, what you think of these AI voices voicing Morrowind. And if you'd like to see more Morrowind stuff on the channel, I've got lots of Morrowind videos. You can go check those out. A full playthrough even. So yeah, go enjoy that. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at AI voices in Morrowind. And I'll see you in the next video.